Do you want to get a job or do you think you want to get a job? There's a huge difference. Welcome, everybody. Here are my 5 best tips on how to get a job. I've hired a lot of people in my life. I've been hired at a lot of places, and these 5 tips are really going to help you. So, tip number 1, whenever you're looking for a job, you have to want to get the job. Don't try to get a job because your husband or wife or mom or dad or friend thinks you should get one. When people are like, you're at home too much, you got to get out there and get a job. That stuff is not even close to as important as you wanting to get the job. You got to want it. You got to need to have it, or else someone else will take that job. That's number 1. Don't think you want it, know that you want it. Number 2, anytime you're looking for a job, someone will get the job. It might as well be you. Don't ever give a possible employer any reason to hire anyone else. Someone will get the job. Make that someone be you. I know everyone says, but there's a million people going for the job and they're only hiring one person. I don't care if there's everyone on earth going for the job. If you really want that job, go out there and prove why you would be the best person. Have confidence. That's number 3. You can see how all 5 of these will just bleed right into each other. Number 3 is confidence, as I said, and you have to carry yourself like you deserve the job. Don't say things like, oh, I really hope I got the job and thanks so much. Hopefully I'll hear from you. Say things like, looking forward to hearing from you. I know we'll work well together. How you appear matters. I know there's a lot of people who say it doesn't matter what you look like. You are in control of your own life. You dress however you think will look good for the possible employer. I know for whatever reason these days that's controversial, but present yourself in a way that you think would be beneficial to the possible employer. It's not that complicated, and I know you could do it. It doesn't mean just try to fit in and don't have your own personality. By all means, show them who you really are, because I know you're an awesome person, and I know you're going to win in life. The next one, again, it seems like it's so common sense, and no offense to anyone who disagrees, but you got to be willing to relocate. If you don't have a job and there's a job somewhere else, you either want the job bad enough and you're willing to move, or you don't want it too bad. And for myself, I have a wife and children and a lot of stuff going on in the city where I live. But if a great opportunity arose somewhere else, I would strongly consider dropping everything and moving somewhere. I have before. In fact, I've lived on 3 different continents. So I'm really willing to move. And anyone who's single or doesn't have too many commitments in life, traveling and being willing to relocate really will set you apart from others. Plus, let's say you work, we'll just go with McDonald's. If you start working, flipping the fries and flipping the burgers, then you become the local manager. Then maybe you start managing a bigger McDonald's in another city. Then maybe you might get an offer to go to be at the corporate headquarters of McDonald's. And by the way, I love McDonald's. Nothing against McDonald's by any means. The only point I'm trying to make is anywhere you work, there's always room to move up. And when you move up in an enterprise, you may have to relocate. Those decisions are all for you. But if you make it clear you're willing to relocate or willing to work different hours, that really goes a long way. Now, this is the final point, number 5. I'll say it very slowly so we don't miss anything. Make sure, if you're in a job interview, that it's clear that it is to the employer's benefit to hire you. Make that person realize that it would help them by hiring you. I know maybe your uncle has a lawn care business and might hire you for the summer, and great. I have no problem with something like that. Nepotism has been going on forever. It'll keep going on. And sometimes if someone already knows you, that can be a great benefit. I didn't include anything about networking in these